Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Will from WC Review. I hope that you are all doing great. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. It has been forever and a day since I've made some content. Please forgive me. I definitely want to get back into making knife stuff. I have been preoccupied with handgun stuff. It's hard to split up your addictions, but I definitely still absolutely love my knives, and I miss my knife community. So let's get right into it. Here is a knife you guys have seen before. This is my Praetorian tie that I've had forever. Okay, forever. I've had it for a couple of years. It used to be a Vulcan blade, and I had it repurposed to be shiny because I like shiny. It's in 3V steel, and I just, you ever have a knife that sat in your case for a while, you hadn't touched it, and then you go back and you touch it and you remember why you fell in love with it? Well, this knife and another one has not left my hip for weeks because I just love carrying this. Yes, it's a little bit of a Mamaluke. It's a little heavy, but I wear jeans and you almost don't even know it's there. So it's not a problem. This, in my opinion, I've finally come to the realization that this is one of the best built, finest quality hand folding knives on planet Earth. I love Medford knives. I always have. And I just can say, like, when you look at this knife and you pour over it and you look at the details and the attention to details, and then you learn what goes into the making of these knives, you really, really can appreciate the workmanship, the design, the craftsmanship. When you close this knife and you look at the tolerances on either side, it is not easy to get something like that done. So the Praetorian tie, I love the T, but the tie is probably my overall. Like, I love Strider, I love Herman, I love so many other. Spartan Harzy is what I was thinking of. So many other wonderful brands. I love Holback. I love so many brands, but I finally come to the realization that the Praetorian tie is my overall all-time number one favorite. But they're also quite pricey, so they don't come a dime a dozen. So I went looking on Facebook. I don't do much time on Facebook. Let me just move this a little bit. But I went on and I saw this guy, and his name is Jimmy Hampton. And if you've ever been on Facebook in the Medford Knife Aficionados group, you'll see this guy. First of all, I wound up becoming very friendly with him, and I'm happy to call him a friend, and we've been talking a lot. But this guy's collection, I have a decent collection, okay? My collection is nice. This guy's collection is, I've never seen, as far as Medford's, and maybe one or two other brands. But Medford's alone, I've never seen a collection like this. Like, I'm talking, he has 40 or 50 Marauders. He has 37 Praetorians mixed between T's and ties, but he's got 19 Praetorian ties. So it's just a collection to behold. So I wanted another Praetorian tie. So long story short, or long story longer, I reached out to him and we started talking. And obviously, we're in the same knife community. We love the same things. We began to talk, and I offered a trade without belaboring, and we traded. And I'm about to show you the other Praetorian tie that I got. So forgive me. Let me move this and check this fucking thing out. Look at this. Peaks and valleys, right? It's got a Vulcan blade, but the flats have been ground to satin. Look at that. And look at this. And it's a Tonto. And it's S35VN, as you can see, denoted by the S. But what a knife. This hasn't left my hip pocket, and it's got the flamed hardware. And again, everything about this knife is just rock solid. Like, what a sound. I mean, yes, it's not for, fine slicing and things like that. But there are other knives that I have, like my Grimsmo. You want a slicey knife? That's a great, the Norseman, great knife. I got that from my buddy Steve. I just realized, I think I still owe Steve $100. Steve, I just realized that. I'm so sorry. I will work on that. Oh, God, it just popped into my head. I just had a mini heart attack. But yeah, I'll take care of that. But check this thing out. Just a beautiful, beautiful knife. There's one other knife like it. I just want to give you one more good look at this, and then I'll show you. And it's the next knife I'm going to show you is the Rogovets, the Titan T4. And Jimmy, if you're watching this, this is the knife I was talking to you about. Check this thing out. Overbuilt, craftsmanship, again, in the league and possibly exceeds Medford because these are handmade by Sergey himself, and he does not pump out production-style knives. This is a handmade knife. I got this from my buddy Steve Clare on a trade, and I love it. But check this out. You ready? Boom. It's way bigger than .26. I believe it's in the .31 range. And I've shown this knife before, but it's fun to show it again. It's fun to talk about. It's got a big old brass backspacer. I mean, 4 bolts there. Not really necessary, but that's the definition of overbuilt. And again, the craftsmanship and the tolerances are at or exceeding the Medford workmanship. Just really, really tight. Like you couldn't run a company and make what Greg does with the demand a knife like this. But Sergey definitely has a very popular and successful company, but he just makes a lot less knives. That's all. That's all I was trying to say. But these are all a piece of art, as are the Medfords. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you. Thank you, Jimmy. I definitely want another tie. I'm working on putting together a trade for you, but I just wanted to say it was great meeting you, and thank you. The one thing I left out, I traded him a knife for it, and we've all had this experience before. He sent his knife. I got it in like 2 days. Call it 3 days. And this was on the 29th of November. I sent the knife to him, okay? He still hasn't got it yet. It like went to Tennessee, which is where he lives, and then it went past Tennessee. It went to like Ohio. And now it's on its way back. So I'm hoping that he gets the knife that I sent on the 29th, probably tomorrow or the next day. But it just goes to show the U.S. Post Office is just a mess. And FedEx and UPS aren't far behind, especially this time of year. But they did have some weather, so I forgive it. But I got lucky, and I got the knife, right away. And the good old Postal Service drove it right past his house. So I'm sorry for that. I just can't wait for him to get it, and then we can move on and look at hopefully another trade. But just look at this. This was all Vulcan, right? And you could see I happen to love satin, and the satin look. It's got a gold hue to it as well because it was Vulcan. So that's even nicer. It just really goes with the whole character of the knife. And this is no Safe Queen. This is in my pocket. I use this thing. So again, thank you. Love you guys. And a special shout out to my buddy Scab. I still have your knives. I still have the fixed blades that I want to talk about. And then I will get them back to you, my brother. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Bye-bye.